Tarping is one of the fundamentals of Fortnite, and no tarping skills means no success in competitive. So in this video I'm going to show you every type of tarp there is to know. Some of these tarps are quite difficult, but others are easy. I can do some of them on keyboard, and that's my other input. Let's get right into it. This right here is an example of the forward tarp, and it's only placing one wall to the side. An example of where this could be used could be in an endgame where the zone is to the side you're covering. This variation here is slightly harder and establishes more piece control inside the area, and is a little bit harder. This one right here is an example of the full thing. This one is definitely much harder, especially on controller, and it requires a lot of practice. It's most useful when you find yourself needing to protect all angles when you're tarping to zone. This isn't in full speed, it can look quite intimidating, but you'll get it, trust me. This one labelled here is aptly named the triangle tarp, as it makes a triangle shape. So what we're going to do is run along one side of the floor, and then when we just about go onto the new one, we're going to look to the side and place a wall, and then place a ramp. The ramp's going to place behind us, protecting our back. The wall's going to protect the other side of us, and we can just carry on running through. This is at full speed the other way. Your crosshair placement's got to be really precise on this one, guys. This one right here is super simple to do. You place the floor and place a ramp right above you. It's good when nobody else is on your level or your layer in the end game, because you can just do this tarp and it protects you from below and above at the same time. You can see what it looks like from the top. It's pretty protected and easy too. This one right here is also very easy and very effective. It is called a snake tarp, and you go up and around with the walls, up with the floors, around with the walls, and they make this snake pattern around. It's not very flashy, but it's very reliable in the end game and super easy to do. It's good for big gamers like duos and trios. This one here is a more flashy version of the snake tarp. It's honestly less effective in my opinion, as it means you're missing out a wall at the back. However, you can make it more effective with this one right here. This one is the more effective version of the last one, and honestly is pretty crazy. The ramp behind you protects you from the back, and it's pretty much the same as the last one apart from that. But the ramp on the back is extremely hard to do with the crosshair placement. You can see how it looks in full speed right here. Can I remind you, if you're enjoying today's video, use code JKC in the Fortnite item shop. It's the #1 way to support me. Let's get right back into the next set of tunneling. This section is going to be nice and short and sweet. You're going to come up the ramp, you're going to do a nice circular motion round, place your ramp above you just by looking at the wall, and then you're going to edit through the wall and repeat. This is missing one wall, which is good if someone's looking at you from one side. If someone's looking at you from the other side, you can just put the other wall there as well, which is a little bit harder and requires a little bit more crosshair control, but you guys can do it. You have two options when it comes from descending tarps. You can either do this complicated one where you double edit down, rotate the ramp, and then place all the walls, or you can do a much easier one. This one's pretty hard and honestly wouldn't recommend it in some of the more laggier lobbies, and plus it takes a lot of materials. The better option is waterfalling down and then continuing the tarp. Waterfalling down is a good way to descend because it uses minimum mats and it's actually quite fast, so there's not much chance for the opponents to knock you out. Sadly, there's not many tarps if you want to go down in Fortnite, but if you're good at them, it can be the difference between you and a pro player. To know the other differences between you and a pro player, click this video right here. It's a banger.